Hey guys, Coach Matt here coming at you with your Never Quit Sweat session for pack 4. If you got pack 4, you should have a dead ball and a dumbbell. Now for today's strength portion, what you guys are doing is 4 sets, starting off with 6 dead ball deadlifts, going into 6 hang dead ball cleans, and then 20-meter dead ball march, followed by 5 broad jumps. Now for your dead ball deadlifts, regardless of what weight you guys have, you want to make sure you set up like you would for a standard deadlift with your feet a little bit wider, just so you can get closer to the ball. Keep the ball as close to you as possible. As you come down, hinging back at the hips, keeping those hamstrings extended, adding a little bit of a bend as we get to the bottom. Get your hands nicely underneath there, and then as you come to the top, nice squeeze of the glutes, so you've got a nice open hip position. Keep holding onto the ball for all 6 reps, making sure the chest comes up nice and proud at the top. After that, guys, your 6 hang dead ball cleans, similar starting position, deadlift it up, hips back, come down into that hang position with a little bit of a bend in the knees, and as you come up to the clean, choose which side you're going to go up to. So for me, I'm going to go to my right side, get a nice hip extension, and clean that ball up to your shoulder. Now, if you've got quite a large dead ball and it's not going to sit on your shoulder like that, that's okay. Just clean it up as close as you can to the shoulder. Swapping sides as you go through. Keep it nice and even, making sure we're going from the knees. Now, as you guys do come down into that hang position, if you have a heavier dead ball, make sure the weight doesn't carry you forward too much, but you're still hinging back at the hips and feeling that extension through your hamstrings and not through your lower back. After that, guys, either finish your 6th rep and hold on to that dead ball, or just pick it up, hug it, and 20-meter march. So as you guys are marching, try and keep everything tight. Keep a lot of air in your stomach so that you're not compressing your stomach with a dead ball, so you're pushing out against it and just marching. Pretty simple stuff there. Following that, guys, you have 5 broad jumps. Now what you might want to do is pick that point where you drop that dead ball, set up. What I want you guys to do is really use your arms for this broad jump. Now we're going to go down into what looks like a squat to start with, hips back, arms back, and as I jump forward, I'm going to go as far as I can, using my arms for momentum and landing on 2 feet, and almost going off camera. When you land, find something to mark that point, and you can go back and forth between the 2. And every round, you want to try and aim for that same distance and stay nice and consistent. Now, really important that you land with 2 feet in a similar position to your takeoff position. So this is trying to convert the power from explosiveness to somewhat like a power clean receiving position. So you're really emphasizing that stance and landing with precision. Whew, okay, so your workout for today, you guys have 8 sets. You're alternating every 2 minutes. So you'll do 1 round in a 2-minute block, 2nd round in a 2-minute block, back and forth until you've completed 8 sets. So start the timer for your first set, 200-meter run. Simple. Into 6 dead ball over the shoulder. So similar to your deadlift combined with a hang dead ball clean, you guys are gonna pick that up, hinging back at the hips to start with, getting your hands underneath, give it a little hug on the knees so that it's close to your hips so you can explode up and launch it over the shoulder. Now all that power comes from the hip position. It's not my arms lifting the ball up and launching it over. All I'm doing is deadlifting, resting on my knees, hugging underneath, and then using that hip explosion like we did with our jump to really launch that weight up and over. Once you finish those 6, wait till that 2 minutes is up. When the timer goes again for your second 2 minutes, you've got 14 burpees over the dead ball. So down to the floor, hips and chest touch the floor, 2-foot takeoff, 2-foot landing, and then into 8 dumbbell clusters. So the cluster is a combination of a clean and a thruster. So picking up the dumbbell from the floor, starting between the legs, dumbbell comes up to the shoulder, squat down into a clean, and one movement to get that dumbbell up overhead. There's no jerk, it's just a extension out of the squat and a press. Coming back down, swap hands, touch the floor, clean, and press. So that is your cluster from the side. We're going back with the hips, we're squatting down, using our legs to pull the weight up. Squat, press. Alternate, squat, press. Now obviously this is quite a heavy weight for some of you with this dumbbell. So what I want you to really keep in mind is when you do that clean, don't let the weight crush you into that squat. Take a deep breath, brace with your core so that when you come down into that squat position, the weight isn't pulling you down and collapsing your core. You're staying nice and proud, which will really help you when you come out of the thruster, because you'll then be able to launch the weight up. Give it a bit of a shrug off the shoulder and press straight up, coming out of that squat as explosively as possible. And that's pretty much it for today. Once you guys have finished 8 rounds of that, you are done. So enjoy. If you've got any questions, give us a shout out or send us a message or email us. You guys know what to do. Have fun.